Welcome to the Ballroom Dance Channel. We are a worldwide community of ballroom dancers who meet here every day to talk all things ballroom dance. Today's question. Hi, Sunny. If you get a chance, would you mind demonstrating the difference between CBM and metronomic movement in ballroom dance? Sure can. And I'm going to show you with a couple visual diagrams, and then I'm going to tab a video on the end so you can see that demonstrated with two human bodies and a dance partner. So number one, metronome. A metronome is a device that measures the beats of the music, okay? So doop, 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 and it counts the beats. And this is the old school metronome like I had when I was growing up playing musical instruments. These days, that stuff's all digital. But I'm going to show a picture of how that metronome works so you can get a visualization for what metronomic swing is. Okay, so firstly, check out the picture. I'll be right back. Okay, next up, pendulum swing. Everyone knows what a pendulum looks like the base of a clock. That's my hand. I am the pendulum, or whoop, whoop, whoop. So the swooping action is down. The metronomic action is up and over. Pendulum swing goes down. And we have both of those movements all the time in our ballroom dances and the traveling dances, okay? And so one more time, I'm gonna give you a quick visual. I'll be right back. Now, hot tip, do not try to implement the metronomic swing or the pendulum swing with your upper body. That's all sorts of ugly, jacked up pulls on your partner. Don't try and do it through your upper body. The upper body from your tailbone up is always going to be really, I'll say stiff for lack of a better description. All of that movement is actually going to be initiated in the feet. You focus on your heels and your toes and long steps, short steps. Your teacher can demonstrate with you the timing of the falling or rising action. That's where that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen primarily through your feet, through your ankles, through your knees, nowhere else in the body. Next up, let's talk about CBM. It's a totally different movement, and that involves torsion in the body. Now, I'm in a little video here, so I can't show you my lower body, but I'll hopefully describe it enough and then show you with a real body. So I'm going to turn my whole body to this side. So my whole side's facing you. Now my hips are facing this way, and I'm going to rotate. And I have a spiraling action in the body. Again, ask your pro in your private lesson to show this to you as well, because I can only communicate so much in this two-dimensional communication method. But it's when, for example, your left hip goes forward and your right side goes forward simultaneously. I'm going to show you a picture of what that looks like. And then again, at the end, I'm going to show you with the partner as well. But CBM, contra means different, and then B for body. And then movement, I'm moving while I'm doing it. So yeah, it's like juggling 50 balls at once. Okay, here's a visual of what that looks like in action. I'll be right back. So here's what I'm not doing when I'm dancing. Moving everything at once, the hips and the body together. Now beginners, scrap what I'm saying. You can move everything together. That's about all you can manage for that first year or so when you're dancing. You're just trying to get the feet under control and left foot, right foot. But competitors, yes, you definitely need this. Even if you want to win bronze, you really got to start attacking this more techie stuff. And let's jump to the dance studio so I can show you what that pendulum swing, metronomic swing, CBM looks like in action, okay? So amazing question. Thank you for asking. Keep those questions coming in. It makes my job here so easy. If there's anything you would love to ask your dance teacher that you're like, well, I don't really want to waste my private lesson money on asking this, but I want to know, I'll tell you for free. Just shoot me the question. Okay, guys, I look forward to seeing you first thing tomorrow morning for some more things ballroom dance. Have an awesome day. Bye. We're looking now at the metronomic swing. There's a rise and a fall. So I'm going over the top of the circle, not underneath the circle. Usually that's a short step. It's often a quick or the finish of a figure. And we'll show that as well at the end of the chassé. And I will emphasize with my hand when that little rise happens. So let's do this thing. 4, 5, I'll say when it happens. 1, here it is, 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Okay? And let's show this direction, same deal. And 1, here it comes. 2 and 3. Okay? And I'm exaggerating kind of the sway and stuff. Generally, your helicopter blows you a parallel, but that gives you the idea of the rise and fall. Okay. So that goes as opposed to pendulum swing, down and up. If it's taking a long step, it's probably going to be a pendulum swing. Ask your teacher to go through each figure. They can just break it down real simple for you. Okay, so let me show that with a partner. So I'm going to exaggerate this rise and fall. So when I'm doing, for example, chassé, I'm going to go down and then I finish. Go from another angle. Thank you, Becca. We're going to go this way and I'm going to show you the scoopy scoop, okay? So we're down and then we can finish. So long step. This is a super tough one to communicate in 2D. We can't ask questions and see each other, but CBM. It means that one part of our body is doing one thing and another part's doing something completely different. I'm going to show solo and then with a partner so you can see how this bad boy works. The way we're engineered as a human being, you're going to want to do left side lead, right side lead, and turn everything left to right. The problem with the dance partner, and I'll show that bad, don't do this one. You end up cattywampus dragon. Left side lead. Right side lead. It's so ugly and uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good. So instead, we're going to have one hip forward. In this case, my right hip. I'll show from the side with the partner in a second. But instead of my right rib going forward, I'm taking my left rib forward. So this is going here, but this is going here, right? Not here. Let me show from the side and I'll show with the partner. So this applies to both legs, by the way. I'm doing a consolidated presentation here, but forward, forward. Okay, I've also heard it called spiraling action or separating the blocks. If your teacher teaches it that way, this is what they're talking about. Let me show with my beautiful, generous partner donating her time. Okay, so here's my left heel forward. And actually we can go into flats for today's purposes. Okay, so I'm gonna think firstly, right hip forward and left rib forward. This is going to create a nice, comfortable connection instead of, and ladies, same for you. Actually, would you mind being my lead? I'll show that real quick because ladies, this applies to you too. You're real small, usually compared to your partner. So when I do this, he can actually feel what the heck I'm doing. You're going to be very tempted to follow through the arms because we have a lot of nerve endings in our hands. That's heavy on him. Okay. So instead, try to focus by slotting in with that right hip and the left side, not the right side, right hip. You'll be tempted to do that. You're probably not going to put yourself in an opening out position, but just go forward and yeah. So I'm not going here. I'm not going here. We're both thinking one hip forward, the opposite rib forward. That's going to create a flowering action on the top that's not manufactured and stiff. So that's your CBM. Again, ask your pro to go through every one of these figures because it does change constantly while you're dancing, but that's what makes dancing fun and interesting. Okay, bye.